Billy here with Gilbert Travels. Come along with us today on Scandinavian Airline Systems, SAS for short, on a flight in their A330 in business class up to Oslo, Norway from here in Miami. We've been really excited to bring you along for this flight. Now you all are really lucky. For us, this is our first flight in the series, but you've skipped ahead and you've already watched our return flight in Turkish Airlines in their brand new 787. But I really think this SAS flight is going to be exciting. I think SAS gets overlooked in the discussions about the best European intercontinental airlines. They have a really nice product on all of their planes that's been updated, direct aisle access across the board, the same product. And so we're going to show you what that's like on this A330 today. Come along with us. Our flight this evening is leaving from Miami's Concourse H. However, first we take a short airside walk over to Concourse J to the Avianca Lounge, accessible with our business class tickets or with Priority Pass, in hopes of kicking off our trip in style. So the lounge is very busy today because the neighboring lounge is closed for renovations, so all of the passengers with lounge access are in here for Priority Pass and all the business class flights. Inside, food buffet selection was fairly robust for a business class lounge, and self-service soft and hard drink selections were available. However, even with our seats, the lounge was too busy to be relaxing, so we moved on to watch our plane come into the gate. Unfortunately, the lounge there was a total flop, way too busy to really enjoy, so we're going to go ahead and head on down over to the airplane, show you a closer look at that before we get on board. I noticed on the seat chart when I was checking in here that the plane seemed quite empty, so I asked about it when we were at the check-in desk, and they let us know this is the first flight heading back to Oslo of the season, so it is indeed quite empty. If the seat chart on Expert Flyer is correct, there's only about 60 people on this plane. So we should have quite a bit of space. So Scandinavian Airlines started flying in 1946, and today they operate a worldwide fleet of 160 total aircraft. Now only 16 of these aircraft are long-haul configured, including the A330 that we're on today, which is one of only 9 aircraft in their fleet. They are further going to take delivery of some new A350s, 8 in total, starting this year. So today's aircraft is equipped with the Vantage XL seat. This is the same seat that's found in the Delta One aircraft, only without the doors, and it's an evolution of the very common Vantage seat that you'll find on Swiss, American, TAP Portugal, many airlines. So this is the newer version of that seat, and they are going to continue to use this seat in the new A350 as well. This is going to continue to be the cabin you're going to find in Scandinavian for many years. One of the differences between flying in Europe and the US is their flag carriers of countries are very common. You might notice that Scandinavia, if you look on a map, is not itself a country. So where you have Air France for France, Lufthansa for Germany, Swiss for Switzerland, Scandinavia actually represents, in this case, 3 countries, including Norway, Sweden, and Denmark, and they fly primarily to the capital cities of those nations, Stockholm, Copenhagen, and today we're going to Oslo. So one difference with this flight from last year when we went with British Airways first class, that flight was very late at 8:40. This flight takes off at 3:50 p.m. So hopefully after we get to food service, we can be tired enough to actually get some sleep on this flight. I'm very excited to take this flight. Before long, it was time to board, and we took a left turn forward into the business class, which can be found all in one cabin. We got to our seats 2, D, and F in the center of the cabin. Then I decided to take advantage of the light load tonight to take you on a full tour of the aircraft. First impressions are these seats look very modern, sleek, and premium. All seats have direct aisle access in a 1-2-1 configuration, with the solo seats alternating between being closer to the aisle and right by the window. The center section contains one seat right on the aisle and the other one in a throne-like configuration with large consoles on both sides. These seats do not have any center divider, making them good for family travel. This is an A330, so even back here in coach, you just have 2 window seats. Pretty nice. Even here in coach, you get a pillow and a blanket. As with most A330s, economy is in a 2-4-2 configuration, and premium economy is in a 2-3-2 configuration. SAS has one of the largest premium economy sections I've ever seen, with 8 rows, each offering additional recline, generous 38-inch seat pitch, and more premium meal selection and amenities. Back in business, let's have a look at what's waiting at your seat upon boarding: the amenity kit, your bedding, and the provided headphones. Pre-departure champagne and dinner menus were presented individually as well. Overall, I really like the amount of storage at the seat immediately available, and the little pop of orange color brings life to the cabin. We'll take a detailed look at the seat once we're up in the air. First for me, they didn't want me to put my GoPro in the window, so we're not going to have any takeoff footage, but hope you enjoyed the cabin tour here. We'll show you the service now we're up in the air soon. Show you through the seat here. Got a nice storage area over here. Provided business class headphones. Got a universal power port. Headphone plug-in, which is interesting. There's one here and there's one on the screen. This seems to be designed for the built-in headphones. A USB plug for power and a small remote for the entertainment system. We've got detailed seat controls over on this panel here, and a small reading lamp. Got some smaller seat controls down here below, more easily accessed in bed mode, I suppose. This seat has an air adjustable firmness, so you can soften or harden it to your preference. In front of you are 2 pockets suitable for literature and other thin items, and the in-flight entertainment screen, as well as a slick push-button coat hook. There are no individual air vents on this aircraft, however an overhead lamp is provided. The fully adjustable and angling headrest is also definitely getting an A+ from me. Legroom itself is phenomenal, as well as seat width, so I'm definitely loving this seat. Here's some footage of the American Airlines non-XL Vantage seat for comparison, in the exact same spot on a 767. As you can see, the overall layout is the same, but the seat space and storage is much greater in the XL. Very nice, very large entertainment center here. Seem to have a lot of content. Very nice entertainment center. Headphones here are pretty decent. I don't think they're noise canceling, but they're very well comfortable. So my general thought so far, very spacious seat, quite a bit more room than on the American 767 version. This is obviously a much more modern seat, and flying as a couple, we're much closer together, so I'm very happy with that. Take a look here at the amenity kit as well. Eye mask, flight socks, earplugs, skincare, moisturizer, dental kit. It's a bamboo toothbrush, I think. So no slippers or pajamas, but pretty much just the basics. Getting ready for meal service here. Beautiful menu. Really cool. Let's see here. Got cocktails, spirits, beer, wine, dinner here. Get a starter, main course, cheese, and dessert. We have after dinner drinks. Got breakfast being served once we wake up. There's a snack bar in the back. We'll take a look at that in a second here. Show you what you get during the middle of the flight. Anytime during the flight, a selection of drinks and snacks are available for walk-up consumption, as well as an espresso machine. I would have got much more use out of this on a daytime flight. It's a nice tray table with a tablecloth. Nice console here, a drink holder, and a bottle tucked away. Water there for later in the flight. It's really a nice space. Hello.
Would you like to drink before your meal?
Sure. Can I try the Mr. Ginger? Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Feeling warm nuts on the airplane now. Got a little bit of spice on it too. Nice.
Would you like something else to drink for the starter?
You got a Chardonnay?
Chardonnay? Sure.
Great. Similar to Turkish Airlines as I flew on my return, but less well known, SAS uses the Sky Chef concept, complete with a jacket and a display cart for all courses, rather than taking orders, so you can see your selections right when you make them. Okay, let's try out the starter here. I got the Vantage salmon with sushi rice fried, and Grace got the duck. Ooh, plenty of cutlery here, and it's all ice cold. Bread is like piping hot, nice and pink. So it's a little smoky. I like it. Maybe not for everybody. The rice is a little chewy, but otherwise, good. Let's try the duck here. First, the potato salad. I like that, hot. Smoked duck. Very good.
Have you decided for a main course?
I'll do the halibut.
The halibut?
Yes. Let's try the main course. So I went with the halibut with vegetable curry and rice and some peas here. Looking at it here, it's a little dry, but quite good. It's not overly dry. No fishy flavor at all. Got a nice almond crust on it. Very pleased with my choice. For the next course here now with cheese. I was quite stuffed, but I finished off the cheese plate with a glass of rum, and the crew also insisted on providing the sorbet. Lastly, I had some tea to get ready for bed. So my overall thoughts on the meal service is everything looks really good. I'm very pleased with the quality and the quantity of the food. Service was done very efficiently. Plenty of time left in the flight to rest. SAS does not provide turn-down service, but they do provide excellent and stylish bedding, including a mattress pad, duvet, and plush pillow in a pleasing checkered pattern. I change into my pajamas now. Brought ones with me from British Airways from last year's first class flight. Made my bed and ready to try to get some shut-eye here before we get woken up for breakfast. Pretty snazzy bathroom here. Got a very Nordic sensibility to it. Time to head to bed. Grace's seat with the consoles on both sides was more private, but my bed was quite spacious, and the cabin temperature was appropriate, so I settled in to get some sleep with about 6.5 hours left in the air. Wait now, after breakfast. 1.5 to go to it. Breakfast came with quite the spread of traditional European meats and cheeses, a hot egg and potato dish, fresh fruit, yogurt, and granola, with a fresh, delicious English muffin. I do wish it had been more than 5 hours since my last meal, as it was all quite delicious. About 1 hour left till landing, so I'm gonna get changed back into some normal clothes here. Coming in for a landing now. a good time. Give my closing thoughts once we get off the plane. So we made it here to Oslo on that A330, had a great time. Overall, quick thoughts were the service was excellent and the crew was just so attentive and friendly. We had a great time, plenty of food to be had. The seat itself was great. It's not as private as the reverse herringbone type super diamond seat, but it is a lot nicer in the center section. As a couple, you can be a lot closer together. So from that aspect, it was definitely a good setup. Overall, had a great time on there. We're going to take you on now to Amsterdam. Come back again soon for more flight reviews here at Gilbert Travels. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be made aware when more content is available. Thanks for watching.